Previously on Quark Space Station.
Dashov bevek, Romulushna.
Captain's log. We are on our way to the core system for Director Bond's orders to investigate the dark matter aliens and their destruction of the dilithium facility there.
Captain, we overshot the facility by several dozen light years and we are just inside Romulan space.
What? Get us back on course to the core system. Engage slipstream right now.
They have the ancient crimson orb. They don't know its power. Only Kaiopaka can help them.
She must warn them.
Captain, we are at the core facility.
My theory is that the entities are converting the entire station into dark matter.
An outdated Federation starship made its way across the Romulan border.
It registered on our monitors and then it disappeared. It may not be a ghost ship, Commander.
The USS Intrepid was brought out of mothballs to participate in the dedication ceremony of the first non-aligned trading outpost in the neutral zone, Quark Space Station.
Remember that Federation shuttle we found a few months ago?
The one that was missing its crew.
The Federation shuttle also originated from Quark Space Station. There was also something in the shuttle logs that was interesting.
A red Bajoran orb. Don't we have an operative on that station?
Yes, sir. Celia's turn, I believe.
It looks like someone else has beat us to the punch. These devices also tap into the Cardassian sensor network, but they aren't of any known design. Maybe it would be wise for us to not tell anyone what we know just yet. Not the Tal Shiar, not the Klingon High Council, not even the Federation.
Commander Sela, how may I assist you?
I have decided to come and inspect the station personally.
You have?
And I want a comprehensive and detailed report on all activities and observations you've made since your initial assignment to the station, no matter how insignificant it may seem to you.
I'm dead. I'm dead. She's coming. I'm dead.
Calm down. Who's coming?
Commander Sela.
Where is Odo? I told him to be here hours ago. Commander Sela! It is an honor to meet you. I'm Quark, the owner of this establishment.
She didn't even notice me. I'm a nobody. I'm not gonna die today.
Captain, we have learned that a red Bajoran orb that is currently on Quark Space Station is not what it appears to be. This information came from an unusual but very reliable source, a Bajoran Vedic. You are to proceed to Deep Space Nine and rendezvous with this Vedic.
Aye, sir. But what about the dark matter alien intrusions?
Captain, right now Starfleet considers this mission to be as equally important.
Captain, why would Bond pull us off our current assignment so suddenly?
I don't know, but I intend to find out.
And now the continuation.
CJ, give me a secure channel to Bond on quantum communications.
Aye, Captain.
Sir, with all due respect, I must insist why this sudden change of orders. Did you not get the report we sent you?
Yes, I did receive your report. And the number of times the dark matter aliens have struck is very disturbing. Yesterday I received 8 reports of dilithium disappearing throughout Federation space. Today it was 25. Tell you the truth, we did not expect this level of activity for years.
Then why pull us away? We were just starting to gather useful data.
I expect that you are putting that data to good use. But as a Starfleet officer, you know it is always wise to have a plan B. And sometimes a plan C, D, and E as well. You and the Intrepid were, and still are, our best option. But the speed and ferocity of these alien attacks have forced us to think outside the box. It took us a month to retrofit your starship. We are still months to years away from completing the other retrofits. By then, well, we need a plan B, Captain. And your assignment is critical to that plan. You'll just have to trust me. Bond out.
Has there been any progress in locating the orb?
According to the logs from the shuttle, this was the last place it was located, but these Ferengi cargo manifests don't mention any sort of Bajoran relics at all. Just pages and pages of mundane items. Beetle snuff, sluggo cola, root beer, and baseball hats. I don't even know what this stuff is. And the more sensitive files were locked by some sort of overlapping lattice of Ferengi, Bajoran, and Dominion security that is proving difficult to circumvent.
Perhaps our operative Turn could be of some assistance, though I doubt it. I will go have a talk with him. Ah, Operative Turn. I believe you have a report for me?
Commander Sela, I didn't expect...
Turn, I saw you in Quark's bar earlier. I hope there was some vital intelligence at the bottom of your drinking glass. An interesting Romulan device, don't you think? A very useful tool.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Did you know that besides being a network analyzer and a data packet interceptor, it can quite easily be configured to be an effective tracking and observation device as well?
No, sir. I didn't.
Ah, allow me to demonstrate.
It looks like someone else has beat us to the punch. These devices also tap into the Cardassian sensor network, but they aren't of any known design. They do use tritanium, commonly used by the Federation. The Tal Shiar has suspected the Federation planted devices while transporting the station. Now we know for sure.
I'll bet that fancy pants captain who towed the station here has something to do with this.
You know our respective governments will want to know about this.
Like they would believe anything we would tell them.
Maybe it would be wise for us to not tell anyone what we know just yet. Not the Tal Shiar, not the Klingon High Council, not even the Federation. Sir, I can explain.
I'm sure you could, Turn, but I don't need an explanation. You conspired to hide information from the Romulan Empire. That is treason, punishable by death. With one word, I could have you executed. However, I will give you a chance to redeem yourself and save your pathetic life. I'm in pursuit of some information, Turn. I'm trying to put the pieces of a puzzle together. Mysterious old ships, a shuttle with no crew or dilithium, a disabled Klingon vessel that just vanishes, complaints of stolen dilithium, all at the edge of the Romulan Empire. I've collected a few clues, some hints and whispers, but nothing solid. You, on the other hand, have turned up something very solid. Show me the devices that you've recovered. Interesting. Clearly Federation technology. But what do they do?
I'm not sure. Perhaps you can have it analyzed.
I will take them with me. But I need something even more important from you. There is a red Bajoran orb that may still be on the station somewhere. I want you to find it and bring it to me. Do whatever is necessary to obtain it. Understood?
Yes, sir, Commander. In fact, I was just working on that problem. I think I know where it is.
Very good, Turn. Perhaps you might just escape the firing squad after all. Is there anything else out of the ordinary that you can think of?
I don't know if this is important, but the lights on the station are going out more frequently. You would think they would have fixed this by now.
Really, Turn? The lights? You really are useless.
Captain, according to the computer, we should be about 5 light years from Deep Space Nine. Given the uncertainty factor, I suggest we drop out of Slipstream Drive and verify our coordinates.
Good idea, Preston. Let's see how good these updated star chart and Slipstream Drive computer programs are.
Captain, we are off course by 500 parsecs. Our new coordinates are 454 by 785 by 323. That's a lot of uncertainty. It will take us an hour at warp 6 to get to Deep Space Nine.
Very well then. Plot a new course for Deep Space Nine, warp factor 6.
Course laid in.
Engage. Captain, on our way back from Deep Space Nine, I suggest we drop out of Slipstream Drive halfway there and do a course correction. This, hopefully, will reduce some of the uncertainty.
Good idea.
Captain, we're approaching Deep Space Nine.
Preston, drop out of warp and station keep us 1,000 kilometers away from the station. I don't want to attract too much attention to our presence. CJ, hail them.
Channel open. Deep Space Nine. This is Captain Dumond of the USS Intrepid.
Greetings, USS Intrepid. This is Bajor Station 1. We changed our name when Starfleet handed control over to the Bajoran government. Please update your star charts. I'm Colonel Kira. I didn't know anything as old as your technology was still in use in Starfleet. Will you be docking at the station today? I can clear you for Pylon 3.
Thank you, Colonel, but we won't be docking at the station today.
In that case, how can I assist you?
We are looking for Vedek Kadar. Is he on the station?
Well, as a matter of fact, he is. He arrived just yesterday. I can put you through to him now.
Captain Dumond, it is good to see you. You are here to assist me in locating Kaiopaka?
Yes, but how did you...
The prophets tell many things to those who know how to listen. I've already made preparations for departure and can transmit transporter coordinates to you at any time. Captain, Starfleet sent you here to find Kaiopaka and bring her to Quark space station?
Yes, Vedek, that is correct.
Captain, there's an orb on Quark space station that belongs to us Bajorans. I've had a vision of it, and it is very dangerous. Only the Kai can control it. It is housed in a red orb case, but as far as I know, there are no orbs housed in red cases.
Vedek Kadar, where is it that we're going?
We're going to the Gamma Quadrant, through the wormhole, to the planet Prerak. The Kai is on one of the moons of that planet. Here are the coordinates.
Preston, lay in a course to these coordinates. Through the wormhole.
Aye, Captain.
Kadar, can you answer some questions for me?
I'll do my best.
Who is Kayapaka, and why is she so important?
Kayopaka was the spiritual leader of the Bajoran people at the end of the Cardassian occupation. She died in a runabout accident when her craft crashed on the moon of Prerak.
Are we recovering a dead body?
Not exactly, Captain. You see, the moon contains special bacterial endophytes that reanimate the deceased.
So we're transporting a zombie?
I'm sorry, Captain? I'm not familiar with that term.
It's an Earth term for the reanimated dead. They can move, but they're not sentient.
I assure you, Captain, Kayopaka is in full control of all her mental faculties, but we do have a small problem. You see, she cannot be transported. The transporter will filter out the bacterial endophytes, and she will again perish. We have to figure out a way of getting her off of the moon without her dying.
Captain, we are nearing Prerak and the Kai's moon.
Enter standard orbit about the moon and start searching for the Kai.
Sir, she is what? Precisely what do I scan for?
Captain, I am getting coordinates relayed to my console.
Well, I guess that's where we're supposed to pick up Kayopaka.
Hunter, Preston, you're with me. CJ, you have the bridge.
Aye, sir.
Captain, I am pleased that the prophets have guided you and Vedic Kadar to this planet safely.
Kai, it's an honor to meet you. You have a very important place in Bajoran history.
Captain, your power is very strong and will guide you.
Kai, the prophets have told me that we need your help.
Vedic, I too have had a vision, but it was of the emissary. It was very troubling. He told me that an orb from free time had been found, and that... Captain, you have possession of it. Is this true?
I don't have it with me. It's a Quark space station on the other side of the wormhole.
It is safely secured in the temple.
Not exactly. It's in storage on the station.
Captain, it is very dangerous. We must go to the space station and secure it immediately.
Kai, as I recall, you cannot leave this place. If you do, you will perish. You're only alive thanks to the bacterial endophytes on this moon.
You are young and have much to learn. Your power is strong despite your doubts. Vedic, like the emissary, I am half wormhole alien, as the captain called it, and half Bajoran. Because of this dual existence, if I take some of the soul from this planet with me, it will have sufficient endophytes to continue my aura and my existence. All we need is a container to put some soil in, and then we can leave.
Dumond to Intrepid.
CJ here.
CJ, send down an empty 1-liter metal container. Once we have it filled with soil, we'll return with it to the Intrepid.
Yes, sir. I'll send someone to the cargo bay right away, and you should have it in a few minutes.
Very well. Dumond out. Kai, while we're waiting, let's head back to the shuttle. Preston, help the Vedic fill the container and bring it back to the shuttle. I'll prepare it for launch.
Yes, sir.
Captain, it is critical that we take possession of the orb and secure it as soon as possible.
Kayopaka, we are headed through the wormhole to drop off the Dekadar at Bajoran Station 1. Then we will proceed directly to Quark Space Station.
And where is this space station that you're speaking of?
On the other side of the Alpha Quadrant, in the neutral zone.
Captain, I know the prophets helped us to get here quickly, but I don't know if they're going to help us get back there. And time is of the essence.
Let's see what happens on the way back to the station. Perhaps the prophets will be with us again. Rand, will you escort the Kai to the VIP quarters?
Hi, Captain. Kai, would you please follow me?
Intrepid, this is Colonel Kira. That was a rather quick trip. I hope you were blessed by your visit with Vedic Kadar. By the way, what did he do while he was in the Gamma Quadrant?
Nothing, just sightseeing. He had never been there before.
I see. Will you be docking at the station to drop him off? I can clear you for Pylon 2.
Thank you, Colonel, but no. We'll be transporting Vedek Kadar directly to the station, then be on our way.
Very well, Captain. It was good to meet you. In the future, you should make a point of visiting our station. I would love to see your ship in person.
Perhaps we will. Dumond out. Vedek Kadar, please thank the Bajoran government for allowing you to aid us in finding the Kai.
Actually, Captain, the Bajoran government doesn't know I'm here. I was afraid that if certain elements got their hands on this orb, they might use it to avenge the Cardassian occupation. Actually, they don't even know you have the Kai on board.
Good thing we have a ship no one pays attention to.
May the prophets guide you on your journey and help to keep you safe from the Red Orb.
Transport Chief.
Transporter room here, Captain.
Energize.
Preston, set a course for Quark Space Station, warp factor 2. Get us out of here.
Captain, I have laid in a course to Quark Space Station.
Captain, we still need to stop somewhere to correct the slipstream drive uncertainty.
Any suggestions?
Kepler 7b. Exoplanet, thick cloud cover, discovered by Earth nearly 300 years ago.
Captain, new course laid in.
Let's get underway. Engage slipstream drive.
Captain, according to the computer, we are nearly at Kepler 7b.
Take us out of slipstream drive and slow the impulse. Let's see where we are.
Captain, it looks like we are close to Kepler 7b.
Close? Define close.
Just the solar system next door.
I don't consider that close. Captain, the uncertainty in the slipstream drive must be compensated for. Next time, we could end up in a nebula or even a black hole.
Cap, why have we slowed? We really need to get to the space station. I cannot overstress the need to get there quickly.
We have slowed to make a course correction. We'll be on our way soon. Kai, why don't you join us on the bridge? I still want to see Kepler 7b. Set a course for that planet. After we pass it, set a course for Quark Space Station and engage slipstream drive.
CJ, put Kepler 7b on the view screen. I'd like to see it as we go by.
Here it is, sir, on screen.
Kai, welcome to the bridge. This is planet Kepler 7b in Sector 7. I'm glad you were able to come view it. Isn't it spectacular?
New course laid in, sir.
Engage slipstream drive.
Kai Opaka, thank you for joining us. I have some questions.
Yes, Captain. I sensed your confusion when I felt your paw. You are very uncertain as to this mission.
Yes, this mission keeps getting more and more complicated. Aren't you Captain Sisko?
I'm not really here. This is a projection of me. Kai Opaka will explain. You know the Crimson Orb? It is very dangerous.
With all due respect, I am sick and tired of hearing it is very dangerous. What is so dangerous about it?
Captain, this orb was created by what you call wormhole aliens. In ancient Bajoran time, before any recorded Bajoran history. In ancient times, the Pares thought it would be interesting to give the power to the Bajorans to change the reality and experience different timelines. Somewhat like the nonlinear existence that is present in the wormhole. The Pares had the orb induce a pleasure feeling in people to attract them to it. Once in contact with the orb, their conscious and unconscious minds would merge into the structure of the orb, and just by thinking or imagining, they could alter their reality and everyone else along with it.
That doesn't sound so bad. It's like a holo program.
Holo programs aren't real. This was. And it was dangerous. One can imagine Cardassia was gone. And it would be. Beams of lives changed to non-existent in an instant.
So the person in control of this orb can extinguish the existence of anything or anybody? An entire enemy civilization can be wiped out of history?
This could be used as a weapon of infinite power.
Exactly. The range of the power is not infinite, but it reaches far enough to change a quadrant.
It could eliminate the Cardassians, the Romulans, the Klingons, even the Federation. This is indeed dangerous. No, nightmarish if it gets into the wrong hands.
Exactly.
Maurice, pick up.
Quark, what favor do you want now?
Something that might involve you. Look, Nerys, where's Odo? I haven't been able to find him. He's disappeared. Is he with you?
No, I haven't seen him since he started working for you on that space station of yours. What do you mean he's disappeared?
I mean he's disappeared. He's not in his quarters. He's not in his security office. He's nowhere to be found on the station. I've scanned him. That is what I mean by disappear. Even my chief of operations can't find him, and she is very efficient.
You know if he shapeshifts, the computer won't detect him. If a changeling shifts into a rock, all you detect is a rock. Are you sure he's not doing shapeshifting exercises?
For over 24 hours?
Right, that is unusual. Was he acting strangely recently?
Define strange. You mean like he's chasing me all day? Last time I saw him, he was talking to this Tribble and he heard something about something dark. That really scared him. Nerys, I've never seen him scared.
Quark, what are you talking about? You know Tribbles don't talk.
Well, this one does. His name's Nibbles. Long story, he does talk. And he told Odo something peculiar. Something about the dark is coming.
Well, do you know what this dark thing is?
No idea. I haven't had time to look into everything. That is what I had Odo for, and that is why I need him.
Well, I for one have never seen Odo afraid of anything. Except not being able to revert to his liquid state. Do you think this dark might have anything to do with that?
Look, Nerys, I don't know if the dark affects changelings, but all I know is that he was afraid of something dark. But what worries me is that Odo would never just up and leave the station and not leave us any kind of hint of where he was going.
Have you looked for clues?
Well, we've had this Romulan dignitary aboard and
Quark, get your priorities straight. Your chief of security is missing and you're hanging around partying with some Romulan bigwig? Look, if I hear from Odo, I'll let you know and try to find out what this is about. But this is your responsibility. Captain Sisko would have never lounged around, but one of his officers was missing.
All right, your point's taken. I will conduct a more thorough investigation immediately.
Find him, Quark, or I swear I will rip your...
Look, Nerys, I'll find him. But just between you and me, keep an eye out for anything dark.
I will. Quark. Kira out.
Preston, how long to Quark Space Station?
13 minutes.
Take us out of Slipstream Drive.
Captain, we've overshot Quark Space Station by several dozen light years, and we are...
Again? Get us on course back to Quark Space Station. Warp 9. Captain, we have completed our analysis of the scans of the dark matter aliens that we obtained at the core facility.
Is it good news?
Some. The dark matter aliens may not be aggressive. In fact, they seem very similar to the Borg. They did not attack us while on our ship and only seemed interested in our dilithium crystals.
The fact that they're not aggressive may mean we can reason with them, if we could only communicate.
Agreed. The best finding we have so far is that our slipstream drive is faster than the dark matter aliens' transwarp drive.
Does that mean we can outrun them?
Possibly. They clearly did not try to chase us, but that in itself is not conclusive. My prediction is that their dilithium shortage may reduce their speed.
Preston and Hunter, great analysis. I'll complete reading the report later.
Captain, we are now at Quark Space Station.
On screen.
What is a Romulan ship doing at Quark Space Station?
Well, it could be nothing. Quark Space Station is open to anyone. But I have no doubt the Tal Shiar have found some indication of unusual events in the neutral zone. Preston, go with the Kai to secure the orb. I will determine the Romulan intentions. Let's get down there. Number 1, you have the bridge.
Aye, sir.
Hello, Quark. How's business going?
Captain Dumond, it has been far too long. You know, when you should mention business, every day on the station, something else always happens. In fact, speaking of, where are my manners? How rude of me. Captain Dumond, Commander Sela of the Romulan Star Empire, visiting dignitary to my humble station.
Captain, I insist that you join us. I have a few questions I wish to ask of you.
Thank you. How are you finding things on this station, Commander? I hope the Romulan government is happy with their investment.
Captain, I arrived here just a few days ago, and this station is quite an enigma. Everything seems normal here, at least on the surface. The station's engineer, for example, seems to be able to operate a very advanced warp core technology, but can't keep the lights from flickering.
I can explain that.
Quark, you really need to look into that.
I already have. Cardassian bulls. I hate them. I keep complaining, and they keep reproducing. But I assure you, staff's on it.
And then, Captain, you show up here, the only captain to survive Wolf 359, and you're commanding an outdated starship?
Commander, I didn't realize you were so interested in artifacts.
Captain, I know that the Federation would not want me to take a tour of a current starship, but you wouldn't mind showing me around your old ship, would you? After all, Captain, I know we were enemies not long ago, but what would the harm be in letting a Romulan who's a bit of a history buff take a stroll around an old technology starship?
I apologize, but I cannot allow that. Besides, I'd be too embarrassed by the mess you would see.
So then, Captain, are you here for repairs? Or maybe you're here to study the unusual disappearances of dilithium in this area. I hear it's somewhat of a local mystery.
I wouldn't know.
Then why, Captain, are you here?
Why am I here? We're just transporting a Kai from Bajor to visit Quark.
Captain, you really are quite amusing. I find it hard to believe you would spend months in deep space just to bring a religious figure to visit with Quark. I wasn't aware you were so religious. Seeking forgiveness for all your cheating, stealing, and smuggling and illegal activities you do on this station?
Commander, you wooed me. I'm just an honest businessman trying to make an honest living amongst some very odd circumstances.
Don't get your ears in a knot, Quark. The Romulan government would not have agreed to allow a Ferengi run this station if we did not have some allowances. Captain Dumond, Isn't Kai a religious figure who studies the sacred orbs, the orbs of the prophets? I didn't realize you were interested in these sacred orbs, are you?
Not particularly.
Captain, the only people I've ever met as evasive as you are politicians. I think you may be in the wrong profession.
Commander, I know that Romulans have a reputation of being suspicious, but I assure you this station is no more than it appears to be. Sometimes, things are just the way they are.
Captain, I doubt that. Too many reports have come across my desk about unusual phenomena occurring here as soon as the space station arrived. That is no coincidence, and I am sure that my reports are accurate. The agreement for the space station is that they allow free access to all the Romulans, the Klingons, and the Federation. Perhaps I should start spending more time here at Quark Space Station to make sure that things are as they seem.
Now wait a minute, Commander. My customers are all of upstanding nature, but my bar is supposed to be a lively place. And quite frankly, having a Romulan security chief inspecting my bar would be bad for my business.
Commander, I'm sure your representative here will keep you informed.
I expect he will. When the Klingons, Romulans, and Federation decided to co-sponsor the station, I thought it was a bad idea, but my superiors disagree. I understand that the Federation is proud to abide by the agreements that they sign. However, if I find that the Federation is in fact using this station for clandestine operations, I will make sure that it and its proprietor get what they deserve.
Commander, I assure you, any disagreements with the Romulan Star Empire would just be bad for business.
Commander, I'm sure anything you find will be perfectly ordinary. Now, if you will excuse me, it was a pleasure meeting you, but I need to check on the car. Perhaps I will see you later.
There's supposed to be a red orb case here. Where is it?
It was right here.
Computer, open a secure channel to Commander Sela. Commander, I have the red orb as you requested.
Excellent. Is it secure?
Yes.
Good. I will come and retrieve it before I leave. Did anyone see you?
No one my disruptor couldn't handle.
You had better be right about that. Sela out.
Quark.
Ha! Great exchequer. Don't do that again.
Do you have it?
Did you ever doubt me?
Quark.
Right? Here. Ah! Pay me first. This is only half.
You'll get the rest when it's authenticated. I heard there were some issues in the cargo bay.
Those idiots that broke into my cargo bay stole the duplicate that I had made. I swear on my Moogie, this is the real deal.
Well, as soon as I'm sure, you'll get what I promised you.
Don't you trust me?
No, Quark, I don't.
Fine. But if you're late, I'm charging you interest.
All right.
Smart woman.
None of this makes any sense, Tarek. These devices of Terns appear to be dark matter sensors. There have been intermittent dark matter phenomena reported around the area of Quark Space Station for centuries. So maybe Starfleet is doing nothing more than some mundane scientific research. But look at this. Ever since we got back from Quark Space Station, I've directed our operatives to make inquiries about Constitution-class starships. According to our sources, there are 8 Constitution-class starships in service in Starfleet today. And almost all of them have been pulled from active duty during the last few months for repairs. The odd thing is, nearly all of them are going to some 200-year-old space station K7, which was supposed to be decommissioned years ago.
Nearly all of them?
Except for the Intrepid. I have conflicting reports claiming that it was sighted at the Cora system, Deep Space Nine, Quark Space Station, and the supposedly abandoned K7 installation, all in a matter of days.
Days? How is that possible? Those systems are at opposite ends of the quadrant. Could they be developing a dark matter drive?
No, dark matter doesn't have any propulsive properties in its natural state. In fact, it hardly has any properties at all. But this is Starfleet we're talking about. And as the Vorta would say, Starfleet engineers can turn rocks into replicators. The miniature warp core powering Quark Space Station certainly is impressive, but no, we're missing a piece of the pie here. If these reports are true, then Dumond lied to us. I'm sure she wouldn't spend several months transporting a Kai from Bajor just to go visit Quark. But if she could do that in several hours, that would be different. Especially if she needed the Kai to work with that red orb. I'm beginning to think that ghost ship of yours might have been the Intrepid. We're going after Dumond and that ship of hers. Find out where she's headed next. That's where we're going.
Come to Quark's Crush is fun. Come right now. Don't walk. Run!